What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. And I'm just going to discuss about something about Fortnite. It's so fun, like legit, and like I wanted to. Well, nowadays it's just so fun. I know PK usually makes videos in these, but I wanted to give my rundown on what I think I want to see in the new season of Fortnite, because this season is probably in the top 5 of seasons ever. Like for me, it probably goes season 3, season 7, season 4, season 8, sorry, and this season, and then probably not last season, but another season. But yeah, it's probably in the top 5, and at this chapter, it is probably the best season. Chapter 1, season 1 was just. Chapter 2, season 1 was just like, bruh, they didn't do any updates. Chapter 2, season 2, COVID happened. I know they won't be able to do updates, but it just wasn't the same. To drag the event out too long for all this like PlayStation 5 stuff and stuff like that. And it took so long. Stupid events. Chapter 2, season 3 got stale. And like, it was good for about like the first 3 weeks of it being out, and it just got boring. And then this season though, different. The reason why I haven't played it as much today is because I'm playing FIFA and I absolutely adore FIFA. But if I hadn't got FIFA, then I probably would have played this season again and again. And the one reason, yeah, I gotta be honest, the one reason why I came back to the game is because of the event. But the more I play it now, the more I want to play it more and not play FIFA, you know what I mean? So it's a really good season, and nothing really deprived me of playing FIFA. So it's a really good season in all honesty. But if they are to continue this momentum, and then this chapter, if they continue what they're doing right now, probably there will be another lockdown in America, which will probably make another season crap, whether that be chapter 2, season 6. It's going pretty well for it right now, and I think our whole community agrees with me. And obviously Galactus is getting closer and closer and closer. We've got some pictures for here. So here we got the timer for the event. Is getting closer and closer and closer, and I think all of us in the community are really excited for this. And there, Galactus's horns are now visible on the map. You don't need to do the creative glitch to see Galactus's horns. And I think that is a brilliant addition for Fortnite, because now we know where he's going to arise from, and like when everybody's going to be at Stark Industries, we're going to see him, everybody's going to be like, what? And people that haven't noticed can be like, what's happening? Where's he going to arise from? Galactus. And then everybody who's noticed is just like, oh, he's going to go there. It's like, how do you know? It's going to be hilarious. I don't think any of my friends know. I'm not going to tell them. I think like Ollie knows and Zach knows, but Noah doesn't, nor does Casey. So yeah, I was playing today. So yeah, what I want to see in season 5 is I want to see it with how much they're hyping up this Galactus event. It's got to be great, and I've already discussed a lot of it in this video. So that event has got to be good, and it's got to lead, and it's going to be a great like end of season event, because the device event, which was the last event we've had, was good. But it could have been better. I think the way they hyped it up and they dragged it on, I think they had loads of time to make it really good. I'm not saying it was bad. If they didn't use the time and they did that event, it'll probably be in probably the top 3 of the events. But they had so much time, so it makes it in one of the top. It makes it in one of like it's not really in the top 5 of the events. But what I want to see is that the way that we're gonna, because the reason why Galactus has come to the map, if you don't know, or you haven't been caught up on the events and stuff like that, the reason why it's coming to the map, last season there was a comic that got released, and in like the battle pass you could see, and Galactus and 4 were going around trying to prevent baddies from invading like Asgard and other Marvel worlds. And Galactus got drawn to the 0 point of our world, and they weren't going to see, and all they saw was a 0 point, and Galactus saw power, so he's gone after the 0 point, and 4 has come to warn us, and then that's why he summoned all of the heroes to come and aid us in the battle, and that's what led to this season being the season. And obviously Fortnite doing their collaboration with Marvel, and that's really funny. We're getting blown up by a gargoyle. and one of Galactus' minions. And so the way they got to do this is if he's after the 0 point. The reason why we still have Retail and Salty is because the 0 point. Basically, what it did was it flipped around the whole map, and that's why Frenzy Farm is now called. Fatal Fields is now called Frenzy Farm. I discussed this in my first theory video for the Galactus, but this is talking about what I want to see in Season 5. Yeah, so I want to see some maybe old locations return, because right now, CypherPK mentions this in his video, that there's only one, because everybody does have a win now, people know how to play the game, people know how to build, and that's one of the things I like about the season is when I handle it better, because skill-based matchmaking isn't a thing anymore, and you can get random players, and that makes it more fun. I like how they took out skill-based matchmaking, and they took mythics out of competitive, although I don't really do competitive. They took mythics out of competitive, which I think is really good, so they're listening to what we're saying in the community now, because Chapter 2 Season 2 there wasn't much communication between the community and Epic Games, so I think it's pretty good what they're doing right now. But anyway, yeah, so I want to see some old locations return, because Stark Industries is basically the only hot drop. People want action, people want combat, people want kills, and now like people are not too fussed about getting the wins anymore, because everybody's got to have a win now. Some people don't, but I think most people do, whether that be duos, squads, or solos. Solos obviously the hardest, but everybody's got to have a win. But new players don't, but the players that are playing for 2 seasons now should have a win. So it's pretty much Fortnite law to have a win in 2 seasons. So I don't think that they've got to have a new, whether that be adding Tilted back. I'm not saying they have to. They could add a new Mythic location, which I'd be more than pleased with. But I'm just saying, if they add Tilted back, it brings some of that nostalgia back to the game, and everybody being hyped for about a week or 2 about Tilted being back and that being the main drop spot, so other locations can get some hype from the community, and they can add like secret bits to some locations. I think that'd be absolutely sick if Fortnite could do that, and maybe adding an old location back and everybody landing there when in Chapter 2 Season 1, when Retail and Salty and Pleasant were the things, everybody landed there. So I hope they can add a new hot drop for like for things. And as well, I want a really good Christmas theme. I don't really want a rubbish one like some people have, some people think. I want a really good prime Christmas theme, and I think that would really make the season. Yeah, I want to have a prime Christmas theme, because one of the times that Fortnite really is fun for me, when Winterfest came out in Chapter 2 Season 1, that took the stale away for about a month, and that was really enjoyable, opening up presents every day in Fortnite, and that's just so fun, if you know what I mean, getting that anticipation for something new. And Season 7, Christmas, oh my god, a whole season themed around Christmas, turning a whole map into snow, and that's my second favourite season out of Season 3. Season 3 was just godly. But that is certainly challenging Season 3, because the more we think about the events, the more it's built up due to nostalgia. But the more I look back on Season 3, like, it sort of kind of makes me like Season 7 more, because Season 7, although planes were a thing, swords were a thing, swords got removed pretty quickly, and that's pretty good from Epic Games on Fortnite's part. The planes, yeah, they had to do the whole season. That was mainly one of the reasons why Season 7 was at its core, because of planes, so they couldn't take them out, nor mechs, and I think they would have, and I think they wanted to, but they couldn't. So it's a bit unfortunate on Fortnite's part, because they couldn't do that. So in all, I hope that they have a prime Christmas theme, because one of the prime things, and they've got to have the helicarrier if they want to continue doing Marvel, because they're going to have to continue doing Marvel for the event to work and have it all disrupt our map. They've got to have the Quinjet land on the map. They've got to have that as a POI. And apparently we're going to have like able to drive battle buses. I want that as a mobility. That would be absolutely godly. That as a mobility would just be great. That would be absolutely unbelievable with the mobility stuff. And if they do that, well then, great on Fortnite's part. That would be brilliant with the mobility. So, if they have that for the mobility, when you can ride the battle buses, I'd say just don't make it too overpowered and have 2 on it, like 2 maybe battle buses that people can fly around and stuff like that. don't think you should have a shooting mechanism, but maybe had a booster mechanism like the helicopters to just make them a bit more overpowered than the helicopters. Not saying remove the helicopters, just like the helicopters got released in Chapter 2 Season 2. They're not as good as they were. If you add that, it sort of makes it as bad. And I think maybe if you want to balance it out a bit, maybe you could add guns to the helicopters so people are not going to go straight after the spark things and get the two things. I think as maybe as well, you could do the same thing you did for Season 7, but like you could cop it out. But I think as well, I do think you should do the thing you did with the Winterfest. That was brilliant. Like, not with the new LTNs, but the Christmas gifts. I just wish you would have saved that to now, Epic. I just wish that would have happened, because with the whole season themed around that, oh my goodness, it'd be glorious. It'd probably be up there with in the top 3 of the seasons that if you saved it. But I don't blame you, because Chapter 2 Season 1 was getting stale, so I don't blame you for adding it. But if you do that again with new gifts and stuff like that, yes, just yes. Or you could not do that, but still have the Winterfest cabin, and we could see Crackshot again. But not do it things, and we could get in the stocking or under the tree, we could have like quests to go and get the presents, and we could choose which present we get. So we could pick a present, and then we'd open up the present, and it would give us a slip of paper that we needed to get the quest, and then we'd get the quest on the quest map, and we'd do the quest or the challenge, whatever you want to call it. I call it quest. We do the quest, and then we get the reward that we chose from our present, and then that would be a pretty fun way and give people more purpose to just not just open up the presents, because people just slacked and open up the presents, like waited, and like you have to open up the present, and I think that would be a brilliant idea. Give me credit for that, because I just basically came up with that on the spot. That would just be brilliant, and if they did that, I think that would be good. I just want a prime Christmas frame from this season and continue the Marvel thing. I don't know if you can, Epic, but if you could, then that would be great, because I want to see. For the event states, I'm not really too sure what they could do for the event. Maybe bring the Ice King back, because I swear that was a good Fortnite thing that was easy to follow with the Visitor. Bring secret skins back. You probably won't, but like secret skins, oh my god, I'm speaking about so many of these nostalgic things, because Fortnite for me right now is really good. And like every time I think of like, I want to talk about something, I want to get something new, I think about nostalgia. So add secret skins back. In all summary, add secret skins back. Give the game refreshing feels, and have a good end of like a season live event. That is from me. This is the Fish Pug signing out. Peace out.